Hello and welcome to the second part of our look at Bongo Futurama comics. So absolutely love this line, and I'm absolutely gutted that it came to an end just last year. In this video then we're going to look at issues 51 up to 81, which is the final issue, a few of the little spin-offs as well as the Futurama annual as well. So that's going to be today's video. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Okay then, so this is picking up right where the last video left off with issue 51 of Bongo Comics, Futurama comics. So as you'll see, this one has also got, you see along the top there, the Blacklight Bonanza continues, poster number 2 of 6. And if you remember on that last video, that this got this like, it's almost like, they say blacklight, but it's almost like a day glow poster where when it's exposed to light, it then carries on glowing afterwards. Now this is just under halfway through the run, and this issue was published in 2010 to give you an idea. As I said, it's an absolute travesty really that the comic has come to an end. It wasn't just Futurama, it was the entire Bongo line, including all the Simpsons stuff as well. So a real tragedy that, but who knows? These things often get revived down the line. Someone else might pick up the license. You never know. Here we have number 52. Black Poster Part 3. Number 53, which is the Blacklight Poster Part 4. Really nice sort of a mock patriotic cover of that one. And also of note, these 2010 issues, they've still got plenty of advertising on. And the very tail end ones are sadly missing adverts, and that maybe is what it is. If they couldn't support themselves just through sales alone, they obviously needed some advertising, and that does appear to have disappeared come the final few issues of the mag, which is such a shame. Every single one of these is absolutely great fun. I mean, there wasn't a duff issue in it, in my opinion, whereas some of the Simpsons stuff, you know, on the whole, fantastic quality, but there were a few issues which weren't quite up to scratch. This is number 55 now, which is got the final part of the Blacklight poster on in there, and you see these issues are quite sort of bulky because of that padded out bit, so potentially those ones are going to be slightly harder to find in nice condition. Back to normal now at number 56. It's the end of the world as we know it. And 57 there. '58 and 59. Now, 58 was the last issue which had like a super glossy cover. As of number 59, and this may have been to save a little bit of money, the covers on these are actually sort of like a matte finish, and I'm not sure if that was just a change to try and save themselves a few pennies each issue. But you can clearly see it there, that the style of the magazine has changed. They've got rid of the old logo, and they're on to this one now with number 60. Not sure if I like the new style or not. And this does appear as if, yeah, that's got no external adverts at all. It's just Bongo Comics inside on that one. 61 has got an ad for Midtown Comics on the back. A really nice jacket, that one. That's, I'm certain, a cover swipe from something like Space Adventures or something like that, Mystery in Space, a classic DC comic. Number 62 there. And 63, Robots Go Wild. '64, Christmas issue, no doubt, by the look of it. and 65. So these are starting to tilt over a little bit, so I'm going to pop them to one side. So and pull over number 66 there. Nice bright cover. That's a good one. 67. 68. So these ones now. Oh no, that hasn't actually got 2013. So we're still on the about 6 issues per year. 69 and 70. 71 there, that's a nice cover. The Plant Express on. And 72, that's another really nice, it's sort of, not sure if you can pick that up, it's sort of got like a pop art style on that one, which is pretty cool. Number 72. 73. 74, nice little psychedelic cover there. This one on the back cover, number 75, is also celebrating the launch of the Simpsons app. So you're able to get all the Simpsons comics on the app, and obviously the Futurama comics joined them a little bit later. Really, really nice cover that of number 75 with a giant bender. But not extra thick or anything, it's just a normal sized issue. 76. 77, another great house ad on the back. You've got Comic Book Guy there. Introduce a new way to take your Simpsons comics with you wherever you go. Look, I'm a download. So that was their way, and obviously to combat flagging physical print sales, the way that they would try and combat it was through the app. 78. 79, another popular spin-off from the series was The Game of Drones. Nowhere near the same charm as The Simpsons Tapped Out. Although I've installed it, I played it for 10 minutes and gave up. It didn't have any sort of, didn't make me want to carry on playing it at all, I'm afraid. Number 80. And there we are, number 81, which was the last issue of the regular Futurama comic. It is a copyright of 2016 on the back. On the inside cover, it still says published 4 times a year in 2016. I'm sure Bongo themselves folded just last year in 2018. There was one further one, which was the Futurama Comics Annual, which is really nice. This is a double-sized one, which is $4.99, and that has twice the amount of stories in. Dastardly and Muttley turning up there in the corner from Wacky Races. And obviously, because they're owned by the same people, the comics themselves didn't miss a chance to do the inevitable crossover. So they did it in both series, basically. So you had Futurama and The Simpsons, Infinitely Secret Crossover Crisis, which is fantastic fun. If you've never read these, they do a great job of bringing the two worlds together. And these do come recommended. Now this first crossover here came out in, let's have a look, 2002. So the Futurama comic hadn't been going that long before they did the first. And as you said, it's a two-parter, this one. It says part 1, and that is part 2. Which is cool. And then they did one more crossover, which is Simpsons Futurama, the other way around. 2 parts to that one. The Crossover Crisis, part 2. There we are. Fantastic stuff. So that concludes this look at all the Futurama comics. Now, there were a few that were published that aren't actually part of my collection. And this is because they were special issues that were produced for like the San Diego Comic-Con, for example. So I am going to have a little look at all the like exclusive editions that were published for Futurama, just for the sake of completeness more than anything. And I'm going to put a little montage of them at the end of this video. I would suggest, if you are starting to collect Futurama comics, I mean, the good news is, good news everybody, there isn't that many to collect. It's nothing like as daunting as trying to collect the Simpsons comics. However, I would say that the last few issues, the last 10 to 5 issues, probably the very last one in total here, number 81, are going to end up being, if you know, history is anything to go by, very, very rare in the future, simply because they would have had the smaller print runs. So in years to come, these are going to be the hardest ones to find. So my recommendation to anybody looking to collect Futurama comics is do so now while they're still available, because the longer you leave it, the harder it is going to get. So there you go, hope you've enjoyed that second look at these Futurama comics. Now, I do also have complete runs of all the Simpsons Bongo comics as well, and boy, there's a lot of those. And I do intend to cover them on the channel, as well as unboxing my Simpsons and Futurama toys. So do check my other videos for that. I do have a dedicated Simpsons and Futurama playlist, so do check that one out. If you have enjoyed the channel and you want to see more of this, do please give me a like, and do please consider subscribing for regular Simpsons and Futurama content going forward. Thanks once again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.